if you want her to think about you constantly, if you want to be the first thing on her mind when she wakes up and the last before she goes to sleep, then you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, without playing games, without acting like someone you're not, and without chasing her around like a lost puppy. You're about to learn 7 powerful, psychologically backed techniques that will make her obsessed with you in a way that feels effortless, genuine, and lasting. Now listen, this isn't about manipulation, this is about understanding how the connection works, how attraction is built, and how to show up in a way that naturally keeps you on her radar. So let's get straight into it. First, make her feel something unique when she's around you. People don't remember facts, they remember feelings. If she associates you with a specific emotion, one that she doesn't get from anyone else, you become unforgettable. Maybe it's laughter, maybe it's feeling safe, maybe it's excitement, but you need to figure out what that emotional signature is and double down on it. Let me give you a real example. One guy I coached had a very dry sense of humor. Instead of trying to be like the cool guy she was used to, he leaned into his sarcasm smartly and playfully. It became their thing. That uniqueness is what glued him in her mind. Second, master the art of being present. This isn't some vague, spiritual advice. This is practical psychology. When you're with her, be all in. Put the phone away. Look her in the eyes when she speaks. Listen as her words matter to you. Most guys only half listen while they're waiting for their turn to talk. Do you want to stand out? Make her feel truly seen and heard. Because when someone experiences that kind of attention, they don't just remember it, they crave it. Third, create a little space. Here's where most guys mess up. They think constant contact equals connection, but obsession is born in absence, not total disappearance. I'm talking about balance. Show her that you have a life you're passionate about. Let her miss you a little. When you're not always available, she starts to wonder what you're doing, who you're with, and most importantly, why she wants to be part of it. Fourth, be a source of surprise. Predictability is the enemy of attraction. Do you want her to think about you? Then never be completely predictable. It doesn't mean you have to become someone different every day, but keep some mystery. Switch up your dates. Send her something funny in the middle of the day. Call instead of text. Leave a voice note with a compliment she didn't see coming. These small curveballs keep her brain engaged, and more engaged means more thoughts of you. Fifth, tap into what drives her. Understand what excites her beyond just you. Her goals, her hobbies, her weird little obsessions. Learn them. Ask questions about them. Support them. When you show genuine interest in what fuels her soul, she doesn't just think you care, she feels like you get her. And that's the difference between just another guy and the one she keeps coming back to. Sixth, build your gravitational pull. What I mean by this is, become magnetic. Work on your purpose. Have passions. Have friends. Have a mission that you're chasing even if she's not around. Because when she sees that you're not waiting around for her to complete you, that you're already full and she just adds to it, she can't help but stay curious about you. Think about the people who stay in your mind. They're the ones who are doing something interesting with their lives. Be that person. Seventh, end every interaction on a high note. This one's simple but powerful. The last emotion someone feels before you part ways sticks the hardest. So if you leave her smiling, laughing, or feeling appreciated, that's what lingers. That's what she replays in her head. That's what makes her check her phone hoping to hear from you again. Never leave on a dull note. Make it count. Now, these 7 techniques aren't magic, but when used together, they work like magic, because they're rooted in human psychology, in emotional resonance, and in authentic connection. You don't have to pretend to be someone else. You just have to become more intentional about how you show up and what kind of experience you create when you're with her. So now it's your move. Which one of these are you going to try first? Or have you already used some of them without even knowing? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what's worked for you, and what challenges you're facing right now. And if you got value out of this video, if something clicked, if you had that aha moment, then do me a favor, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and make sure you're subscribed, because I've got a lot more coming your way, smarter, deeper, and more real than anything else out there. Let's keep leveling up, together. And here's the thing most guys overlook, this process isn't about chasing validation or trying to win her over. It's about becoming a man who naturally draws attention, interest, and emotional connection because of how he lives, how he thinks, and how he communicates. When you shift from trying to impress to expressing your best, everything changes. Women can feel the difference. Let's go a little deeper. Think about the last time someone genuinely complimented you, not just on how you look, but on your mindset, your ideas, or your energy. How did that make you feel? Probably seen, respected, and remembered. That's exactly the kind of experience you want to give her. Compliment her on things that show you're paying attention, how she handled a tough conversation, how creative her ideas are, or how much effort she puts into her goals. Compliments that hit the mind and heart stay longer than the ones that only hit the surface. And when you're communicating, be intentional with your words. Don't just ask how her day was, ask what the best part of it was. Don't just say cool when she shares something, go a layer deeper. Ask how it made her feel, what it means to her, and what she's working toward next. These kinds of questions spark deeper conversations. And guess what? Deeper conversations lead to stronger emotional bonds. And bonds, those keep you on her mind. You also need to learn the power of silence, not the cold, passive-aggressive kind, but confident silence. When you pause before responding, when you hold eye contact without flinching, when you're calm instead of reactive, that speaks volumes. Most guys are so eager to fill every gap in conversation that they forget how powerful it is to just be. A man who's comfortable in his stillness sends a message: I don't need to force anything. I know my worth. Speaking of worth, one of the most underrated ways to stay on her mind is to show standards, real ones. Let her know, respectfully, what you value and what you don't tolerate. For example, if she cancels plans last minute, don't brush it off like it's nothing. You can be cool about it, but also let her see that your time is valuable. Respect commands more attention than neediness ever will. Now here's a game changer: associate yourself with progress. Let her see that every time you're in her life, things feel like they're moving forward, whether that's emotional clarity, good energy, or even just having fun and breaking routine. When someone feels like life gets better when you're around, they want more of you in it. That's how you become addicted, not by being around all the time, but by making it count when you are. You're not trying to be unforgettable by accident. You're doing it by being intentional, authentic, and just a bit unpredictable in the best way. Think about it. Most people drift into each other's lives and then fade out because nothing is anchoring that connection. What you're doing here is building anchors, emotional ones, memorable ones. And finally, don't just leave it all up to words and actions. Let your energy speak too. The way you walk into a room, the way you laugh without needing permission, the way you carry yourself like someone who's on a mission, but still has time to appreciate the moment. That kind of presence isn't loud, it's magnetic. It's what makes her check your stories, wonder what you're doing, and smile when your name pops up. Alright, now it's time to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of these stood out the most to you. Which one are you going to apply this week? And if this video sparked something real in you, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. Share this with a friend who's been stuck in the nice guy trap, or anyone who could use a mindset upgrade. And make sure you subscribe, because if you're serious about mastering this game, about building real confidence and deep connections, this channel is going to be your new secret weapon. You don't want to miss what's coming next.